Welcome back, part 2. My song Pearls 2 doesn't just honor any speech of Fannie Lou Hamer's. It honors the speech. After getting fired and then kicked out of her home for trying to register to vote, she was then arrested and then ordered to be beaten so badly she sustained lifelong injuries, including partial loss of vision. Then there were multiple attempts on her life. These violences were laid over the top of endless roadblocks that had already been put in place to try to stop the black vote. From harassment and intimidation, to bogus literacy tests, to bureaucratic trickery, the effort to exclude black people from this part of their citizenship knew no bounds. Even white folks who were registering black people were turning up dead. But in 1964, Mrs. Hamer decided to testify about these experiences, specifically hers, at the Democratic National Convention. And this speech would lead to the signing of the Voting Rights Act 11 months later. See, the president at the time, Lyndon B. Johnson, was scared. He knew that if certain sections of the people who voted for him learned about the conditions that black people were under in this country trying to vote, it could cost him his re-election. So, on the day of the convention, he decided to host a random, unscheduled live press conference, interrupting that broadcast right before Mrs. Hamer went up to testify. He then ended his broadcast right at the end of Mrs. Hamer's speech. But this attempt to censor Mrs. Hamer backfired. His stunt was so controversial that it immediately made headlines. I mean, it was 1965. We had come some distance. Then television networks decided to cover the story. And by that night, her entire speech was airing on repeat on national television. The president's fear of this one sharecropper from Mississippi made her a nationally recognized name and face overnight. And because her testimony was now in the homes of millions of Americans, it provoked widespread support for what would eventually become the Voting Rights Act. And it was signed about a year later by Lyndon B. Johnson. And this speech not only motivated a push for change by non-black people, but it stood as a beacon for black folks everywhere. My grandma, the lovely human on the cover for Pearls 2, will be asked the next year to integrate the local high school in her hometown. She would then register to vote that next year as soon as she turned 18.
Mr. Chairman, and to the Credentials Committee, my name is Mrs. Fannie Lou Hamer, and I live at 626 East Lafayette Street, Rooseville, Mississippi, Sunflower County, the home of Senator James O. Eastland and Senator Stennett. It was the 31st of August in 1962 that 18 of us traveled 26 miles to the county courthouse in Indianola to try to register to become first-class citizens.